Chapter 16. Great indeed was the delight of Patala when her beloved Putraka once more flew in her window. But she was still trembling with fear, and begged him to go away back to his own land as quickly as possible. "I will not go without you," replied Putraka. "Wrap yourself up warmly, for it is cold flying through the air, and we will go away together, and your cruel father shall never see you again." Patala wept at hearing this, for it seemed terrible to her to have to choose between father she loved and Putraka. But in the end, her lover got his own way, and as they heard the guards approaching, he seized his dear one in his arms and flew off with her. He decided not to return to his own kingdom, but directed his course to Ganges, the grand and beautiful river which the people of India love and worship, calling it their mother Ganga. By the banks of the sacred stream the lovers rested, and with the aid of his magic bowl, Putraka soon had a good and delicious meal ready, which they both enjoyed very much. As they ate, they consulted together what to do next, and Patala, who was as clever as she was beautiful, said, "Would it not be a good thing to build a new city in this lovely place? You could do it with your marvelous staff, could you not?" "Why, of course I could," said Putraka, laughing. "Why didn't I think of it myself?" Very soon, a wonderful town rose up, which Putraka wished to be as similar as the home he left behind, only larger and fuller of fine buildings than before. When the town was made, he wished it to be full of happy inhabitants, with temples in which they might worship, priests to teach them how to be good, markets in which food and all that was needed could be bought, tanks and rivulets full of pure water, soldiers and officers to defend the gates, elephants on which he and his wife could ride. Everything, in fact, that the heart of man and woman could desire. The first thing Putraka and Patala did after the rise of their own town, which they named Patliputra after themselves, was to get married in accordance with the rites of their religion. And for many, many years they reigned wisely over their people, who loved them and their children with all their hearts. Amongst the attendants of those children was the old lady, who had shown kindness to Putraka in his lonely and troubled time. For when he told Patala the story of his life, she reproached him for his neglect of one to whom he owed so much. She made him feel quite ashamed of himself, and he flew away and brought the dear old lady back with him, to her very great delight.